Welcome back to the next episode of Empowered Podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Michael Abney, and I'm here today with
Marilyn Egan.
Yay. It's just us right now.
Yes.
I love having guests, but I love when it's just us too. So I'm always glad when somebody cancels, or there's always that space that we get to share something that's been going on with us. So
exactly.
I kind of wanted to talk about something. So I had something happen last weekend that's pretty crazy. And I want to share the story with you because you never heard it before.
No, I haven't. I'm really excited to hear.
So I want to do this to demonstrate what it looks like if you take responsibility for every single thing that shows up in your life.
Yes.
No matter what.
Cool.
Before somebody I'm going to, trigger warning, this is anything.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be exceptions to this. It doesn't work that way.
Totally.
So no matter what our minds think of as horrific, a violent act that happened towards us, the things that's just as a human being, it's really difficult to say, yeah, I brought that into my life.
Yes.
Not that it's your fault. I'm not talking about shame or blame here. I'm talking about an act of responsibility, of taking responsibility, not from the state of obligation or I have to, but from just what the word means, your ability to respond.
Yes.
Because there's two choices, a reaction response or an awareness response.
Mm-hmm.
They're two different spaces.
Totally.
So I had something really where it took me, even though I know this, it still took me almost 24 hours to get to the space after this thing happened. So this all kind of started with I'm in a mastermind, have been for the past year. It's been extraordinary. On my last retreat that I had with them about a month ago, I was introduced to this book called Zero Limits by Joe Vitale. And he talks about, and I know you know about it too, this guy that he met that was a Hawaiian practitioner of Ho'oponopono. Did I pronounce it correctly?
Ho'oponopono.
Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono.
Yeah.
So it was all about kind of like what my story was going to be about, but taking everything that happens is, you bring, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you.
Yes.
So I felt resonated with it and I started practicing it. So the other day, and a lot of upheaval, not of upheavals, there's not really felt like an upheaval, just a lot of changes, a lot of things that we've been talking about in the podcast so far about, looking at our life and the things that no longer work, things that were fear-based in our lives, things that we were doing out of obligation or didn't know how to get out of it. All those things just started unraveling and you have new choices to make. So in my life, my relationship has changed.
Yes.
And it's I see it just from a different perspective. There's nothing wrong, but we're both moving on and in different directions. We're still friends, but just it's a change. Okay. So last weekend I had an opportunity. He was going away with his new boyfriend and I was going to be spending the weekend at the loft. So great space, self-love, self-care. I was all there for it, right?
Yeah.
Saturday night comes and the people at our apartment complex had allowed a party to happen on the roof. So yes, I knew about this. They sent the email. Supposed to stop at 10 o'clock. Didn't. Kept going. Music kept getting louder. My piece was, and I accept this. I go into my state of there's nothing wrong here. This will stop soon too. And then finally I just had it. And I go looking for the security officer and couldn't find him. But I went out, I came back in, locked the back door, a secure building. And all of the people, the security guard came, all the people left, and it's back to peaceful quiet. And I go to sleep. And then at 1:30 in the morning,
Uh-oh.
I am awakened out of the sleep by this banging on the front door. And I just woke up and it was like there was no time to think. There was only in the moment and what am I going to do now? Because what I realized was there was this guy who was obviously on something, drunk, out of his mind, ramming my door. I looked at the peephole. All I could see is this guy. He didn't have a shirt on. I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't see anything else around, if he had a knife or anything. But it was like, in my mind, it was like he was just out of control. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, there's this guy literally like backing up to the wall, charging the door, saying, let me in. And all I have is a door between me and him. I have no idea what's going on. I just like awoke. I couldn't process anything. And I was in sheer shaking panic mode. The only thing that I could do was dial 911.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there. I cannot believe I'm dialing 911 in a secure building on the top floor of this really nice building. And here I am in my safe little pretty loft, scared shitless at 1:30 in the morning. Somebody's trying to break in and I'm on 911 and the 911 officer can hear this. And she's asking me, do you have any way to protect yourself? Because I think it sounded like he had kicked off the door handle.
Oh.
And I could see it like, there's nothing in between me now except for this electronic thing. Like that's how, and like I had a broom handle, like, and she's asking me, do I have anything else? And I'm like, I don't. And I thought for a second about, oh my God, should I get a knife out of the drawer? Like I thought that.
Wow. Yeah.
But I'm like, no, I can't. No,
Yeah.
I'll fight if I have to. Like I was just all these different options at the same time. Went on for 15 minutes. One right after the other. Just, there was no break. Just ram, bam, scream, nothing. Nobody was coming to the rescue. I was trapped. I kept thinking, I am trapped. There's no way out. I have one door. I can't bust these windows. I'm 6 floors up. What am I going to do? There's no way out of here. Trapped. Just trapped. I mean, it was intense.
Yeah.
So finally the police come. He thinks that somebody else is living where I'm living. He's totally out of his head. They realize that the guy's messed up. They take him away and I close the door and that's it. But I'm left there shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Shaking. I can't sleep. I didn't sleep another wink that whole night. I just sat there and shook for an hour and could not get nothing shut off. I was just like, there was no thinking or reacting. It was just an expression of whatever the hell that was. So
Right.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, it's real easy to go into a victim status.
Yeah,
like
for
there's
sure.
no way that I could have attracted that into my life. How the hell do I attract somebody to come and beat on my door at 1:30 in the morning? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I'm part of this mastermind and I got a community of people that I can reach out to, that I'm a stand, that I am causing everything. I'm at cause of my life. You know, I'm doing it with the universe flowing through me, but I'm here. It's still like, there's nothing happening to me that I am not bringing into my life for some reason or another. Right? I may not know what it is, but this is what I coach people. But when this happens, that's a different level.
Right. When it's you and
you're in fear of your damn life.
and then you can't think.
No.
Because your fight or flight kicked in and your cognitive brain doesn't have the ability to function.
Yeah. So in my mastermind about a month ago,
Mm-hmm.
something similar to this came up in the conversation. And it was yeah, it is. Like all of it. You just got to have the wherewithal not to choose that route or be aware enough to. So, like I said, none of that awareness happened while that was sitting there processing.
Right.
But I have this amazing mastermind that I can have this level of conversations with. You know, there's not everybody in the world that you can call up and go, hey, this attempted break-in robbery thingy happened. And you know what? I know I'm fully responsible for that. And let's have a conversation about that and work that out and how I
Right.
caused that. Like, that's not normal.
Right.
But I knew I had.
Mhm.
But I could not see it, taste it, smell it. I couldn't even
No,
get
not in
close
the
to it.
moment. Not in
No.
the moment.
So fast forward, I woke up. I still felt like, from the morning groggy and just completely out of it. And around like 11 o'clock, it just kind of hit me like, oh, Michael, just reach out and grab one of your buddies and just talk.
Yeah.
And so I did. And it was like, very quickly, there was no drama for them. We were just like, this is what happened. Here I am. What was this? Can you help me for a perspective point of view?
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing was like, Michael, how are you feeling in that moment? I was like, you know what? All I felt was trapped.
Yeah.
Like it was coming out of my pores. It's like, yeah, you sit there and you just felt trapped. Like you felt it, right? Felt it. Kept eluding.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I did. For 15 to 20 minutes, even an hour and a half of that, I was shaking. I felt that like on a visceral body level.
Right.
It's like, and it was trapped, right? Yes. So you mentioned that Carlos was out of the picture, right? Have you ever felt trapped with Carlos? I'm like, who hasn't felt trapped in a relationship, period?
Right.
Of course I have felt trapped with Carlos. I've felt trapped with every relationship that I've had on some level because I was present to it at that moment.
Right.
And then like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
I was a kid trapped in the country.
Right.
Growing up in the country.
Right.
My entire childhood, I felt trapped my entire childhood.
Yes.
Like, I'm not supposed to be here. 16, 17 years of my life was in the visceral response of being trapped. And then it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I felt trapped since I came into this human body.
Yes. Yes.
And I've never acknowledged it.
Wow.
It's been there the whole time. I brilliantly learned how to minimize the effects of it and ignore it. But the gift is that this drunk little boy, I don't know how old he was, came and
triggered
it out of me. So him and I had some sort of agreement that this was the day and the place and the time and the hour for Michael Abney to let go of being trapped. And you know what? My stand for my whole life is freedom. You know what's not possible at the same time? You can't be trapped and be free at the same time.
No, you can't.
You can't.
No.
So my whole life, I've been vibrating this duality of freedom. I want freedom, bring it into my life.
But I'm trapped.
But my experience is I'm trapped until I felt it shiver out of my body that because of the experience, that was my doorway out.
Yes.
But I thought about, I'm no different than anybody else on this planet. Every person that anything's happened to, whether it's this, whether this is rape, whether this is anything, whether this is murder, whatever this is, there is no distinction. I'm sorry if this sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Like it is.
It is the truth. And you know what else?
Yes.
Because I work, in the energy, I'm an energy medicine practitioner. Shaking is releasing. When we get somebody shaking, they think, oh my God, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I'm like, nothing. This is perfect. You are releasing old, trapped energy that your body's been wanting to get rid of for a long, long time. So let's just go with it and let it come out. And that's exactly what you did.
It's right before, about a month ago, I was on getting ready to go to a plane. And I'm like, I get panicky in situations where the people standing behind me or my worst case scenario is going up to a ticket counter and they're saying, your bag's over. You need to pop out 5 pounds. So that's my worst nightmare, right? So that happened on my last flight. I had measured it, but I got there and it was 5 pounds over. I'm like, how the hell? What? So I started to do it and then I started to panic, shake. And the lady saw me And she grabbed my hand. She's like, she could tell it was, to her, I probably looked like I was having a panic attack. But like, I was just like, my body just does that whenever I feel like in that pressury,
Right.
panicky, trapped feeling. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So that was happening. And she's like, took it, saw it, and like grabbed my hand and waved the fee and just sent the damn bag on through. So it's just like, I recognize, I had the thought, like, where is this shaking shit coming from? Why is this happening? But it was the same shaking that I had in my bed after that guy, like, was just involuntary, body, just
Yes.
crazy. I
Yeah.
had no control over it whatsoever.
No.
None.
You don't. That's part of it.
So if this is happening to somebody, this is like,
Yes. Know that it's okay. You're
Yeah.
shaking out, you're vibrating out old stuff, whatever your old thing is. Like yours was always feeling trapped and you didn't really recognize that.
never all the work that I've done, all the seminars I've sat through, all of that stuff,
Right.
like never got that deep.
Right.
That was birth.
Yeah.
That was soul
Yeah.
trapped in a human body because, on some level, I think we all feel that way.
Oh, absolutely. That first breath you take is when everything comes in. The ancestral patterns, the any dramas that your mother had when she was pregnant with you.
Yeah.
In utero, you have the high frequencies because there's no polarities. But the first breath you take, there it is. I can't tell you how many people I've worked with who know they're in fight or flight. And I said, well, I think you've been in fight or flight since your first breath. Not everybody, but yeah, a lot of people.
So that was last Saturday. Today's
Wow.
Tuesday.
Yes.
That cleared on Sunday. And I felt the integration of all of that leaving. Because when there is not the trap there,
Right.
vibrating, because when you become aware of something and you clear it and it comes out of your body like that, it's not in your energy field anymore.
It's
I
gone.
don't feel trapped right now.
No.
I'm here's another example. I'm just seeing this right now in this moment. Like having this happen, this is planned. We have this date planned so that we can coordinate and, make this as efficient as possible. And then yesterday I had I was either in a situation where I was going to be hit by a car or I had to take a curb. So I took a curb and I popped 2 tires. So my ride out here today, I had to refigure all that out because I then had to work that in. See where trapped would have come in?
Right. It would
didn't
have.
come in.
No.
My whole thing was, okay, I got it. So you can do this today. And I just literally within seconds worked this out, got to rent a car, like had it all worked out. So I wasn't stopped. It didn't see like a burden because I didn't see myself as trapped.
Right. Like, okay.
I saw
got
myself
this.
as this happened, okay, I got it. So grateful that I didn't get hit. 2 tires. Thank God I had insurance on it. Thank God that it's being taken care of. Thank. And this morning I had my plan all worked out, all good as gold. Get to the auto place for the rental. Nobody brought their cars back last night. So now I have an hour to get here, set everything up.
Yeah.
Still not trapped. It just hit me. It's like, oh, I'll just get an Uber over there. Come to find out, that action's actually saved me about $100 today because I had worked it out, but it was even cheaper if I did it this way. I just didn't know at that time. So like every single thing that's happening is happening for our benefit.
Yes. And you also needed that shaking, that release, because as we continue to move forward, because we're all experiencing those little things like you talked about today. Yeah, the car wasn't there. Okay, what do I do now? Oh, okay, I'll do this. Oh, okay, I'll do that. Because there's going to be bigger things for us to handle as time goes on. I feel like we're in training now with these little bumps going, okay, I got it. So that we learn how to manage those energies so it was perfect timing for you to totally blow out with all that
Yeah, because if
shaking.
Carlos was there, I would have not had the experience I had.
No,
Like, seriously, think about that.
exactly. He
Like,
would
I couldn't have
no.
organized that,
Mm-mm.
but the universe
So,
knows how much I value freedom for not just
yes.
for myself.
Oh, you were
You know,
clearing for a lot of
I
people.
generate freedom for the world. I'm not doing
Yes.
this for just me. And if you'll
Right.
notice right now, there's a freedom conversation going on all over the place that people
Yes.
are like, don't take, certain things represent freedom to something, to people,
Right.
or the not having it. Like whatever the perception is, it matters not what the
It's
thing is.
right.
It's the inside. It doesn't matter that some shirtless guy tried to break into my apartment. Like that's not the thing. The thing is me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
if you're listening, that's the perspective to empowerment. That's the perspective to your freedom. Because all these
Right.
people that I see that are like screaming that don't take my freedom away, really, kids? Like, you're not free right now.
Right.
That's what's pissing you off, that you're not free now. This thing
Inside.
outside yourself that you is
Mhm.
representing is really just a mirror that you're not free
Free on the
on. Yeah.
inside.
And you don't have to have somebody try to rob you or break in for you to get this. You can get it all by yourself and on your own just by simply getting quiet and
Yes.
asking, like, show me my blocks and barriers to my experience of freedom in my life
Yes.
in a way
Wow.
that I can accept it and then
Mhm.
accept it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, is that when you pulled in the Ho'oponopono prayer?
Yeah. Well, I thought of that book.
Ah,
And that
okay.
was the first thing that said, okay, I pictured the guy in the peephole
Yes.
and I said, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank
Thank
you.
you. I
I love
love
you.
you. Yes.
And as soon as I did, that's like, oh, call X. So I called my buddy.
Yeah.
And then that led to that and that led to that. And then like within 30 minutes, I was completely at peace with right where I'm at.
Yeah.
That it's okay. Of course, I was going to feel trapped.
Mhm.
We're connected to everything that is before we
Right.
come into here, and we agree to
Right.
let go of all of that
Yeah.
and come here for this mission that we came to be born 55 years ago so that I could be alive right now talking to you on this podcast,
Exactly.
right?
Yes. So it was time. This was the perfect
It was the
time.
perfect time.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wow, I can share this experience today because on some level, we are all going through this. It might not
Right.
be trapped for somebody. It could be
Right.
something else, but it's something
Right.
because this last year and a half space that we've all experienced as humans on the planet has just brought forth everything that we really want.
Right.
At the same time, like creating something is the ultimate destructive force of the universe. And what you can't have one
Exactly.
without the other.
Exactly. Because you're asking for this. So the universe starts showing you all the little pieces that are in the
Yeah.
way so that you can heal those and move on
Yeah.
and be and get and feel what you want to feel.
Yeah.
But you weren't ever going to feel total freedom until that was cleared.
No, like not even in the least.
Right.
But I had no
It's
idea what to even
amazing.
pop it up. I just
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah.
Now, that was deep and that was crazy. And
Mhm.
not everybody's going to be like that. But like, I just wanted to provide space that that's
Yeah.
possible. And that's what happened out of that. Now, the outside world's always reorganizing for how we are in here. So at the first,
Right.
like the people that own the building got involved because they knew that 911 had been called, so that they were like trying to basically cover their ass, and which I get. And at the same time, I just at that moment, she was sort of portraying it to me as like somebody was just knocking on the wrong door, and I was like,
Uh,
first it kind of like ticked me off, and then I'm like, no, I don't need you to hear me. I just need to hear me.
right.
Because I was really what I was wanting was somebody to come fix it. like, because that feeling was so, like,
It was intense.
it's jarring.
Yeah.
Like, that's never,
Yeah.
no one's ever robbed me or anything like that my entire life, or tempted. Like, I've never been in that experience
Right.
physically,
Me either. Me either.
but I felt trapped my whole life.
Right. Right.
And just, put on the smile and numb yourself out a little bit and just keep working it. But at the same time, the freedom's always been there,
But you chose to look at a different perspective.
Yeah.
And that is everything.
When you change the way you look at something, the something that you're looking at changes.
Because you could have been, oh, here's the victimhood again. Here's this again. Oh, I thought I got it through that, but I guess I didn't. But you didn't do that.
And shame for being someone that's, says they're on the spiritual path and all of that.
Right.
Guess what? Shit happens to us too.
Yes.
We just have the opportunity
to choose differently. Yes.
Yeah. And even that, I don't care who you are, that's hard to deal with. And it's hard to say something that is in the realm of violence or violent behavior from another person, like how that could be healing and spiritual, but it was.
Yes.
It was. And now I'm in a space to like forgive.
Yeah.
And I wasn't at the beginning because I hadn't processed that, so now I want to let that guy know, the neighbor, whoever it was, that like, I'm going to put this all, actually, I'll send him the podcast.
Yeah.
That this is really what this did to help me, like,
He played out the drama that had to be played out.
For me to clear the fastest, easiest, that was probably the fastest, easiest way.
Yeah.
Because my partner was like, he's like, you realize that you sat there and just for an hour and a half, just
cleared it. Right.
Not talked it out, because you're right, just cleared it.
And that's what's happening now in the field of work we're in. It's not coming up to sit and look and dig and dig and dig and dig. It's coming up and whatever it needs to go away. If we're open to that, boy, it'll happen. You did it, Michael. That was huge. Huge. And I hope that people who are listening may just have an aha about a greater understanding of something they've been through recently. Maybe they can see something in a different perspective.
Yeah.
And clear what they need to move forward. Everybody's got the opportunity to move as high and big as they want in this time.
I agree.
But I'm hoping.
It's just weird, like doing it, like taking your own medicine.
Yeah, I know. It's huge.
I just like the myriad of things that had to happen in the order that they happened for me to get that particular thing. Like that is beyond, beyond a miracle.
It is.
There's no way that I could have organized all of that.
Right.
But the I that I'm connected to, the I am that I'm connected to does.
Right.
And does all the time.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
Let it show itself out in your life. Ask, and it is given.
Absolutely.
But you gotta receive.
Yes, you do.
You gotta receive it before
But it can be quick and easy. It's all based on what you allow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo.
That was a biggie.
It was a biggie.
And so how was like, you never heard that before?
No.
So like, how was that? Like, what is your, because
as you were talking, I was feeling it and I was feeling it. And then the minute you said, I started shaking and I'm like, oh, that was his gift. Oh, that's what this was all about. But you don't know. I mean, when you're in it, you don't know that when it's happening.
Hell no.
You don't know that. I've been in situations where I'm like, I don't know what to do for me. Because when you're in it, your brain can't cognitively figure it out. You have to move through it to get to the aha.
Yeah.
And we need support and help from our community.
Yes.
And you reached out and you got it from your community.
And if you guys are listening to us, you have one too. You just reach out. If you don't know somebody in your own community, reach out to us. We'll help you connect to, we'll connect with you or
Right. Or find
find
someone
someone
can.
that can help you connect or help you create an intention to bring it into your life. Like you
Yeah.
have that power.
Absolutely.
We all do.
Yeah.
And it's a high time that we're using it.
Michael, thank you for sharing. That's a very vulnerable story, deep, deep, deep work inside and a huge perspective, but very personal. So thank you so much for sharing this.
It's I do it out of service.
Right.
As a service.
Exactly.
You said that to me a couple of weeks ago.
I did.
When we were trying to figure out these next shifts and things because we've
Yeah.
all got stuff that's happening in our life, people reaching out and stuff. And that was a huge thing for me was understanding oh.
Yeah. I can't
Like,
do
'cause
anything with
running a
money being
business-
it's never about the money. It has to be about the service for
That was
my
a
heart.
that was a big shift for me.
Yeah.
About how I created my videos, how I was doing almost everything in my life was okay, the money just comes as always has, but it's
Yeah.
the service. And that's what this podcast was always started out of this because money was never a part of what we were doing with
No.
it. It was always an intent for service and allowing us to develop ourselves so that we can express our gifts. That makes a difference.
Yes, for
folks that are
sure.
listening.
And sharing stories like that so people have a deeper understanding of themselves too.
I love our listeners.
I do too.
Said before we've had to stop doing this for a minute just because of the circumstances, and now that I'm so happy that we hung in there and let go of it, and it still was there.
Right.
Then
And
one
then
day
it just showed up. It
Yeah.
presented. It's about doing what presents.
Yeah.
And it presented again because people were asking us for it
Yeah.
again.
and then I had not paid attention. You just get distracted. You're not. You're always focused on other things, and then I'm like, oh my God, people are still listening to this. People are still downloading. I was blown away.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yay.
welcome back to us.
Yes. Yes.
I love it. So thank you
Yes.
for being here. Thank you guys for listening. And
We'll
hey, you have permission to feel
Yes.
what all of it is. And this is all here to help us just elevate our vibes and be all a part of creating that world that works for everybody. That's what this is all about.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Have
you.
all
Thank
blessed
you,
day.
everyone.
Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.